Hi guys. Okay, so this is my third take on this video. Chaden thinks he needs to come in and put his hand in front of the camera and all that. So, I know you didn't see that because I'm not going to post it. Rainy day, gloomy. Was hoping to go for a walk. I'm not going to walk in the rain. Not my thing. I don't like getting soaking wet and being cold, and yeah, so no walk outside today. Last night I was going to go to Anytime Fitness and work out. Biggest Loser was on. Had to watch it. Season finale. My guy Jay didn't win, but he still looked amazing. Couple people on there I was a little disappointed with gaining back, you know, some of their weight or not really losing what they could have. But everybody has their own battle, so I guess they did what they could. Crazy. Denny looked anorexic. Okay, it's one thing to lose weight and be healthy, but girl, you need a sandwich because you looked anorexic. A little too much weight lost. Just my opinion. I'm sure you guys will disagree. That's okay. But let me mention this now. That is not my goal. I do not want to be a toothpick. Okay? A twig? Maybe. Kind of tired of being the whole damn tree. Okay? But there is a point where you got to be like, okay, it doesn't look good anymore. It doesn't look healthy. She looked sick, and she looked old. Did you see her face? It was like, not good, you know. I mean, I know it's a competition, and I know it's a lot of money. I would love to have $100,000 right now. But some things you just got to draw a line at, and that is one of them for me. Couldn't do it. Oh, I'm glad, I guess, Olivia won. She wasn't really my girl. Like I said, Jay was my guy. I was hoping he got in the finale, but he didn't, and I was hoping he won the $100,000, but he didn't. Either way, he still looked amazing. Wasn't real fond of Olivia and Hannah. I think they're kind of self-righteous, but, you know, maybe in that position when you're on TV and you're competing and you're trying to knock out your competitors, maybe you have to be. I don't know. I don't know them personally, so I can't say, you know, one way or another if they're bitches or whatever. But they kind of gave off that vibe on TV. So best of luck to both of them. I'm sure they'll split the money because they're sisters, and I would. You know, that's kind of what you do, especially since you both made it. But anyway, on to other things. Working out tonight. I'm going to go in probably after Chaden goes to bed. I think that's going to be the best time for me. And last night, like I said, I was going to, but Biggest Loser was on, and I really wanted to watch it. Season finale. You know, it's over until September, which is perfect, because I have no reason. That's really one of the only shows I really watch. It was big, like Faithfully. You know, I'm not a big, you know, I don't have 20 shows that I have to watch or whatever. Biggest Loser. Kind of watch American Idol. Hoping Lauren wins. Have they even done that? Have they already won? I don't know. See, I don't watch it enough. If not, go Lauren. Yeah, so no excuses tonight. I'm going to work out. And like I said in my previous videos, starting June 1st, there will be no excuses. I don't care if my freaking leg falls off. I'm going to tape it on and go. I have to do this for me. And every day that passes, I think I have 7 days now. Every single day that passes, it makes me want to do it even more. You know, especially with the support and love from my friends and my family. You know, I talked to one of my best friends last night, Megan, and you know, she really inspired me. You know, just by even telling me that she believes that I can do this. You know, and the comments on Facebook from my friends. You know, Abby, April, Marge, you know, thank you. You know, my friends on Facebook are going to be just as big of motivators as my friends and viewers on YouTube. I appreciate it. Terry, thank you for being the first to comment on one of my videos. You know, I'm glad I have your guys' support. It's really important to me. Even though I'm doing this for myself, it doesn't hurt to have a little backup. So, you know, I'm happy that you guys are, you know, in my corner and supporting me through this. I was a little disappointed at Anytime Fitness. They only have somebody there for certain hours. Now, when I was in Sioux City, I know the one there, well, there's more than one, but the one that I had checked out a while ago, I never actually went, but I was just calling around to kind of see what prices and things were. They had somebody there 24 hours a day. This one, they don't. So you don't really have, you know, anybody cheering you on, or I don't even need that, really. I don't need a cheering section, but, you know, just somebody there to be like, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. To hold your hand, I guess, if you get stuck or, you know, in a routine that's not really working for you. So I'm going to have to see about that and working on that. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at today. Tomorrow I want to give a shout out. Tomorrow is my Aunt Deb's birthday, and she's going to be 51, but she'll always be 39 to me, so I love you. She's also a big motivator for me. She's a big girl too, but she never, you know, for me growing up and going through all the difficult times that I did, being harassed and picked on because of my weight, you know, mainly in high school, middle school. Elementary wasn't too bad because I was more worried about school. You know, everything wasn't so materialistic and vain. No, I don't want you in my video today. I'm sorry.
No.
Nope, go.
No.
It wasn't like it is in high school or middle school where, you know, you have to have the right clothes and you have to weigh 98 pounds and you have to be blonde and you have to have big boobs and you have to play sports and you have to do this and that. It wasn't really like that in elementary school. But anyway,
I'm playing sports.
Going back to my Aunt Deb, she, even though she was a big girl, okay, because she always has been for as long as I've known her, she never let any of that bug her, ever. And if she did, she sure as hell didn't show it. You know, which makes me feel that she is just a strong woman. It takes a strong woman not to show that. You know, and in high school, I remember the first day of high school, she actually lived across the street from the high school. And having been through all of the things that I'd been through, and just recently losing my grandma at that time, and having been through harassment and bullying in middle school, I was scared to death to go to high school because I didn't know what I was looking at. I was scared. And the first day, I actually went to school, walked in the door, turned around and walked back out. And I went to her house. And she told me one thing that's kind of stuck with me and got me through this. And even after all of these years, I'm 32, it stuck with me that people can only hurt you if you allow them to. Now, I know that's easier said than done, and I know you have to have a good self-esteem, especially when you're a big girl. You have to, or even a big guy for those that are watching. You have to have that self-esteem to get you through. Now, most of the time, if you ever look and you look back in your class, from high school or middle school or even elementary school, the bigger people are usually the funny people. They're the class clowns. Or, people look at them like that. They just assume that fat people are funny. Look at, people on TV. Louis Anderson. Okay? Rosie O'Donnell. Bigger people are stereotypically funny. So for me, I tried to get out of that, and I think I handled high school wrong, and my self-esteem was horrible. But what those things and people did to me didn't help that. Like on my Facebook, some of my friends on there are people that I actually hated in high school. I hated them. I hated you. I did. You hurt me. Out of all of my friends that are on my Facebook, I'd say maybe 10 of them didn't. The other ones did. And, I had to be the bigger person literally and add them because I can't let that haunt me. Because then it goes back to, people can only hurt you if you let them. And I added most of my friends on Facebook because I forgive you for how you treated me. I'm better than that. But it doesn't make me forget all of your hurtful comments about my weight or how I looked. I know I'm not hot. I know I'm not pretty. I get that. I know. But at the same time, I didn't pick my parents. I can't make myself look a certain way. I can only deal with what I have. But the hurtful comments in middle school and high school, I forgive you for that. And all I can say is I hope that if you have children, that you don't allow them to treat people that way. Because I refuse myself. With my son, I refuse to let him belittle or hurt anyone intentionally. So